What's going on, guys? Welcome to Sunday. We've got another build episode for you today, part of the build series 3. Are you excited? She's excited, I promise. This is part number 12 in the R3 build series, and if you're new here, I'll have a link down in the description with the playlist for the build series so you guys can check out all the episodes that have come out before this and all the ones that'll come out after this. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? This is my build assistant for the day. Not really. She's going shopping with her mom. Evo Moto's on his way over here though, and he's gonna help me out with the build. So here's what we got on our plate for the rest of the build. I went ahead and numbered out everything that we have left, and we'll be taking care of, I'm hoping, 1 through 8 today. Kind of just depends on how things go. We may not even get to all of that, but that is my goal. I think that's a reasonable amount to try to get done today. But yeah, if you're new here, this is a 2015 Yamaha R3. Got it. Bone stock. It had been down, I think, a couple times from previous owners, and we are taking it and trying to make a super awesome bike out of it, and we're almost done. Just a few more episodes in the series left, and at the end of the series, we're gonna be giving away this bike. So if you wanna try to get this bike, check out the link at the top of the description. The Patreon page will have all the information that you need. And we got some awesome perks over there as well. So we got the bronze wheels done up by Enigma Coatings. These are the stock wheels. I know some people who hadn't seen all the episodes were asking, but yeah, these are the stock wheels, powder coated in a bronze by Enigma Coatings. And then a lot of the parts that we got are from YamahaR3Racing.com. Definitely check them out. They're helping out with the series. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. And is that a bike? There he is.
Hello, how's it going? Good? What's up, guys?
Evo helped me out disassembling the bike in the beginning, and then he helped out a couple episodes ago, starting to get things back set up with the wiring harness. And yeah, a lot of the stuff that we have left to do is kind of just little things. They're really independent. Aside from all the front end stuff, like the clip-ons, the switches, the levers, and the cables from those are kind of all one piece, kind of, but not really. We don't have any big pieces, like we're not doing the frame, we're not doing the engine. All that big stuff is done. We'll get started on some of the little things. They should go pretty quickly, and then when we start getting into taking care of the clip-ons and all that stuff, things might slow down a little bit. We'll see. All right, so we got the first 3 little things done. We installed the race hooks from Sato. Those are pretty cool. They're really, really nice. They fill in this slot where the passenger pegs used to be, and it kind of gives you a mounting point to strap down your bike whenever you need to. So you got straps on the rear in addition to the front. So these are really nice. I really like these. So we got those installed there. Then the other thing that we did was install the Woodcraft case savers left and right. I had Woodcraft on my R1. I really, really like them. The cool thing about these is that they have a replaceable slider puck. This piece right here, that's replaceable, and you can actually get these in different colors if you want to. But yeah, this is replaceable, so if you ever go down, this is gonna protect your case and then you can just replace this. You'll be good to go, and it's going to look like nothing ever happened. So these are really, really nice. What was that again?
Despite the name, they're not made out of wood.
Yeah, they're not made out of wood. This is clutch side. This one goes all the way from the bottom to the top. And again, same thing. This is a replaceable slider right here, so super nice. And then the third thing that we got done, easy, just putting the horn on. I got I think everything left that we need to do labeled on this sheet. I just numbered everything out and we're just knocking them out. So next things we've got are the clip-ons, and then once we get those taken care of and drilling the holes, we can put on the left and right switches and then take care of the throttle tube and throttle cable. Now Jesse's the owner of YamahaR3Racing.com. He sent out this super, super nice throttle tube. Dang it, what did I just, crap. Something just fell, yeah, okay, that's cool. I think it's one of the fairing bolts. We've got the Robby Moto engineering throttle tube setup. So what we're gonna do now is work on the switches. So here are the stock switches here. We got this one here for the left side and this one here for the right side. Now I think we might not be able to use the stock kill switch with the new throttle tube. I'm not positive on that, but I think that might be an issue for us. Did you just fart?
No, I just put the coffee cup down. I'm not fried.
I would not have been surprised. So yeah, so to mount up those switches though, we have to drill into the bars. So that's what we're gonna take care of now. Probably gonna work on the left side first for the clutch side, but this throttle tube should be really nice. I'm really excited for this. It doesn't add power, but it has a lot shorter of a throw, so you're gonna be able to get that 100% throttle a lot quicker. You don't have to really crank the whole thing back. It'll be a little bit more, a little shorter of a throw. Some people put on like an R6 throttle on here, and that has a similar effect. But this one is supposed to be really, really smooth. The other thing that Jesse sent out is this lightweight spring for the throttle, which will make it a lot easier of a throw as well. Should be nice.
Try it, and she's like, you look really young, I'm gonna have to ID you. Meanwhile, Aylin's sitting in the car.
Are you sure she wasn't talking to her?
She must have been. But yeah, meanwhile,
are you really young?
Sitting in the car, like,
are you really young? You have a really cool cup?
Yeah.
Really cool cup.
She played with like 3 or 4 different kids at
really?
Club. She had a good time.
Do you have fun at the gym?
Oh, and
get those gains in? Have a good lunch?
Yeah, she really liked it.
Is that fascinating? Man, she loves that cup.
I know.
Instead of stacking blocks, she's just gonna stack Oasis cups as a kid. Evo's wearing a hat today so that he can touch it.
Yeah.
So we got the holes drilled. Well, okay, no, I didn't. I forgot to drill that one. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So I realized that the clutch perch doesn't have a bolt on both sides. It just slides right off of the bars. You saw me take it off. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take the left switch back off so that we can slide on the clutch perch and then put the switch back on. And then once we get that on, we can actually put on the new levers. Jesse sent out his the ones that he actually makes himself. Really, really, really nice. And we can wire up the clutch cable and then move over to the throttle tube. So we ran into a little bit of a hiccup, and one of you guys actually warned me about this. So when I did the slipper clutch install, I put a slipper clutch in here, the Yo-Yo-Dyne slipper clutch. This is pointed out right now, and it's actually supposed to be pointed this way. So inside, there's a little sprocket on the inside of the case, and when I put the actual case cover back on, I had this in the wrong position, and so now it's pointed out this way instead of in this way so that the cable can connect to it. Unfortunately, the only way to fix that, if I'm not mistaken, is to take off the case and put this in the right position and then put it back on. So I'm gonna do that right now. Hopefully it won't take too long. There's no oil in there or anything. Just gotta undo all these bolts and then put it right back on. So we got the clutch cable installed, and this lever is freaking lightest pull lever. So the lightest pull clutch lever that I've used is the Righteous Stunt clutch that I have on my CRF. I had it on my WR250X as well. I don't know if something is wrong and that is why it's super light pull, but seriously, it's working. It's working just fine. You can see it pulling right there, and it doesn't pull any farther than that. Even if I do it by hand, I don't know if something's not working or that's just the lightest pull clutch that I've ever used in my life. So we'll have to figure it out once we actually get the bike able to run. Where we're sitting at right now, see, we did the race hooks, we did the case savers, we did the horn, we drilled the clip-ons, then we mounted the left switches, did the clutch cable. And where we're sitting at now, we can't do the right switches because we can't actually use the stock ones, so we'll have to get a new kill switch for that and do that next time. What we're gonna do now is the throttle tube and the throttle cable, which we skipped. From there, we'll be sitting pretty. So, throttle tube time. So we got this all hooked up, but of course we got to get it on the throttle tube on this end before it'll actually work. We were just trying to figure out which way, or which is the top and which is the bottom for opening and closing. What we do need to figure out though, I think in the instructions, or rather the write-up that Jesse has on his website shows the cables actually running outside of the frame because they're a different length than stock. So as you can see, if we just wire it up here, these cables are all the way over to the end of the bars, whereas they need to be right here. Dude, feel that throw. It's like a quarter turn.
Right, that's fantastic.
That is insane.
Yeah, none of this, like on the Supermoto.
All right, so throttle tubes and, or the throttle tube and throttle cables are wired up. Right now, what we're gonna do is actually put the brake lever on. We're keeping the stock master cylinder, but we are not gonna be not keeping the stock brake lines, but we don't have the new ones yet. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is disconnect the stock brake line from the master cylinder. We'll drain this out so we don't have brake fluid leaking everywhere. Get this mounted up and then put on the other lever. Should be set up nicely so that when we do get the brake lines, we can just hook them up and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, it's real nice.
All right. So, brace hooks, K-savers, horn, clip-ons, left switches. Need to do the right switches because we need a new kill switch, 6, 7, throttle tube, throttle cable, levers, and clutch cable. Next up would be the front brake line, which we do not have, and the rear brake line, which we do not have.
Well, you did good. We got a lot
Good
done.
job. That was awesome. I only wanted to get through the throttle cable. Getting dark quickly, so I don't want to keep Evo here too long. But yeah, that's a nice finish. Evo, thank you.
Later, guys.
Good job. So that's gonna be it, guys. Just a reminder, if you want any of the stuff that we put onto the bike today, all of those things will be linked down in the description. Huge thanks to YamahaR3Racing.com and Enigma Coatings, as always, for being awesome partners for the build. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed it or if it helped you out. If you got a friend who might get some value out of this, make sure you share it with them and hit that subscribe button so you get notified of all of the videos that come out on this build and with everything else that we do. Had an absolute blast. Awesome, as always, having Evo here. Next week we break out the Street Fighter kit. I've got it, and I'm gonna show it to you guys, and hopefully we'll be getting that painted. That is the plan. Coming next week. We still have a lot of stuff that we need to put on the bike, but we're getting through that a lot, and the Street Fighter kit is gonna be right around the corner. So build is finishing fast, guys. We just got a few more weeks, and then we'll be taking this thing out on the road. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, remember life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived, and I'll see you guys in the next video.